Hi there. I wasn't sure if this was going to work or not. It kept showing me sideways. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Judy. It's good to see both of you. Happy birthday, Tammy. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. Let me see if I can adjust this so that you can see everything. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm still new at this Facebook Live stuff, and sometimes I'm still figuring out how to adjust the camera and all that good stuff. So we will get there, but it may take a little bit of an adjustment. So, the other day I actually hit a button and all of a sudden my phone started beeping at me that it was like notifying the police and whoever that I was in trouble, because I guess I hit an SOS button, which was almost comical, but I certainly didn't want them knocking at my door in the middle of a Facebook Live. That would kind of mess things up. So, okay, let's see. I think I need to go a little bit higher so that you guys can see the whole thing. All right. Judy, thank you for telling me that's the hardest part, because I'm still an amateur at some of this, as you can tell. Okay, so we will figure it out as we go along. Okay, so I wanted to do a catalog kickoff over the next few days to show you some of the exciting new products that are coming in the new catalog. Here's the cover. I can't open this until the catalog goes live on Wednesday. So if you have not received a copy and you would like to get one, please leave a comment below and I will send you an email and get your address so that I can ship one to you. But there are a lot of beautiful, beautiful things, and we're going to see one of those today. Today, I am going to make a card using the Splendid Autumn paper. And I just, last year, this is the card that we're actually going to make. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. I took it downstairs earlier to show my husband after I finished it. And he was like, why are you covering up the designer series paper? But, that's a guide. They just don't understand that sometimes we want to leave a message in addition to giving a pretty picture. So we will make this card today, and tomorrow morning, if you're on my email list, I will be sending out a recipe card that will give you the instructions and the measurements to make this. If you want to use the host code and place an order by next Friday, the catalog goes live on Wednesday for any of these products, I will send you a card kit that will include one each of the cards that we're making over the next 5 days. So tomorrow I will also be going live at 4. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I will be scheduling a recording to be loaded at 4 o'clock Central Time, because Monday we are actually going to the Yankees versus the Rangers game. My husband is a huge Yankees fan. He had the misfortune of growing up with a favorite uncle in New York. I'm just kidding. But he got him hooked on the Yankees, and it's always stuck. And I've followed the Rangers ever since I've lived in Dallas, which has been a really long time ago. So let's get started. Today, the first thing that we're going to do, you're going to see that I've already pre-cut some of this, and this is how your kit will come as well. These items will be pre-cut for you so that you don't have to have all of the dies and everything to do that. And this is very comparable to the way my card kits come. Let's see. I think I lost a leaf. I'll bet it's here somewhere. Okay, we'll just figure it out as we go. So the first thing is we're going to start off with our basic beige. And I have pre-scored this to make it a little easier. I wanted to grab my take your pick tool because I'm probably going to need that in a minute. but we're going to just burnish the crease here so that it makes it a little simpler. And then this is your front. It looks like I forgot to cut this one, so we'll do that right now. And so your card will come ready to go, but it helps if the person that sends it to you has everything cut and ready, which it will be, because the person that cut this one, I will make sure they don't cut yours. So I'm just kidding. So here we go. So we have our card kit ready to go. And so the first thing we're going to do is put our designer series paper on this upper part. This paper is so beautiful. Before I start that, let me just kind of show you the papers in this set. So all of these papers, and on the back, they all have like a muted color that's in the front part for each one of these. But these are just so pretty. I love this one with the white. This one right here reminds me of, we go to the Dallas Arboretum periodically, and there's a walkway that they have with crepe myrtles, and it's just beautiful. And so, but you have all of these different papers to pick from. It's hard to use these sometimes because you don't want to cover up the pretty pictures. I love this one with the sunflowers. And then you've got the fall trees and the beautiful sky, and then this one. So we are going to use this paper today, and I did cut it down some, as you can tell. And so we are going to glue this down. Let me know if you guys are a fan of the green glue versus the Stampin' Seal. I used to always only use the Stamping Seal, and then after having several card kits at my house, a lot of my customers had a hard time with the Stampin' Seal, and I don't know, we talked several times about how to use it and not to bust the tape, but it still would happen. So we just kind of started going to green glue, and that has actually worked really well for us. All right, so we have this, and then we're going to use this label. So let me show you where this label comes from. This is actually a super cool new kit that's coming out in this catalog, and it's a stamp and die set, so it's called Christmas Labels, and you have all of these different sayings that fit within these labels. So it's pretty fun. I'm trying to make sure I don't have this. I guess there's not an upside down here, but it's really kind of neat, especially this one that has the 3 different sections, because, for example, you can use Celebrate the Holidays and all the ways, and obviously this will be like flipped up. So it goes into each of the different things. It's a Hot Cocoa Day, does the same thing. The Merry Christmas to You, Celebrate the Holidays. It's just a super fun set. I really like the one that we're going to use today. And as you can tell, Love and Joy fits in there, Winter Wishes, and Hope Your Season is Filled with Magic. I mean, those are just such great sayings anyway, because the holidays are always a fun time to catch up with friends that you don't always talk to super often, and it's just a great way to do that. So we're going to use this label, and what we're going to do is stamp on white cardstock our Change Can Be Beautiful saying. I just found my other leaf. See, I knew it would turn up. It's just a matter of when and where. All right, so we're going to use Cajun Craze ink. Let me see if I can get this done. And then I am not going to make you watch me fussy cut this, because you might be here for just a little while. I enjoy fussy cutting, but when I'm standing up, I don't always do so well. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do that. But just know that you can fussy cut this around your letters, and voila, it ends up like that. So it's fantastic the way that works. You just need to find that little voila person and have them join you in your craft room, and then you too can find these labels. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this to the label that we have here. So I am just going to put a little bit of glue kind of in the middle. As you can tell, whenever you use paper that is this pretty, you don't have to do a lot to it to make a beautiful card. Whenever I did this, I kind of angled this just a little bit just to kind of go along with the direction of the label because I thought it was so pretty. And then we are going to use some dimensionals to pop this up a little bit. Let's see. And I just put a couple kind of along the top so that it doesn't hang on the bottom, because I don't want to take a chance of it sticking on the bottom part of the card since we have an opening there. And then we are just going to put this kind of in the center and put it like this. And then on our bottom piece, this is actually the reverse of one of the other papers, and we are going to glue that to the bottom of a white sheet of paper, because that way, if you want to write a message, you can. I thought there was another stamp in this set, and it says, "May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy." I just thought that was really pretty. So I think we will stamp that again in Cajun Craze and put that in the middle of this. Let's see. So let's get our Cajun Craze ink. And by the way, I love this ink. I just think it's a really pretty shade, especially for the fall. Kind of a fun fact about me, I actually was born and raised in South Louisiana, so I grew up around a bunch of Cajuns, which is kind of fun. My mom and dad were actually from Oklahoma, so we didn't have any kind of French Canadian in us whatsoever, but it was a great place to live your childhood for sure. And it was a super small town, about 30 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. So we got to experience hurricanes and great people and all kinds of fun stuff. So, all right. Timmy, I see your comments and thank you for those. I'm probably not doing everything the way I do it whenever I craft on my own, just because I'm standing up and things were a little bit kind of wonky, and I'm trying to get everything to turn out straight, and so we're getting there. All right, and as you can tell, I think my stamping is just a tad crooked, but I have a good friend, and she said, if you make it perfect, they're going to think it came from Hallmark. So, you know, you don't want to do that. Just joking. It is nice if it's perfect, but this one is not. But you know what? By the time you write a message on the inside, it will be better than perfect. So it'll all work out. All right. And then we're just going to glue that along the bottom. And here you go. So here is the main part of our card. And now what we're going to do is just kind of decorate it up a little bit. So one of the things that we have also in this new catalog are these new leaves. And these are really interesting. They look like this in the package, and they are called woven golden leaves. And they're almost a little bit wiry, but they just add a really neat texture. And then from the Autumn Expressions set, I need to show you the whole stamp set because it's got some beautiful sayings and stuff in it. I die cut 2 of the leaves. I did one in Cajun Craze and one in Mossy Meadow. And we are going to just use a glue dot and attach those over here to the corner. But let me show you the stamp set, and it'll kind of show you some of the pretty sayings. So it has, "May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy," which is what we're using on the inside today. "Change can be beautiful. You've got this. Dear friend, have a perfectly lovely day. Grateful for you." And then you also have the middle of a tree, some wheat, and a leaf that is really pretty. And then your die cuts are really interesting. There is this piece right here that cuts out almost like a hanger. And I would imagine, looking at the scoring marks here, you can probably fold it in half and make like a 3D item. It's got the chain, the leaf outline, the wild wheat outline, the bark outline, the leaf that is what made up these leaves. And as you can tell, these are really unique because it puts the little scoring lines in it as well as the outline. And then we have another type of leaf. So that's what you get whenever you get the Autumn Expressions bundle. You get both the dies and the stamps, which is nice. So what we're going to do is use a glue dot, and we are going to glue these three together and then put them in the corner. So I don't know about you guys. I tend to use my Take Your Pick tool whenever I'm putting this type of stuff together, just because, I don't know, I feel like I have a little more control over where that glue dot winds up, as opposed to just, you know, slapping it on there. It doesn't always work, but most of the time it does. So we are going to kind of put that one down, and then put our Cajun Craze leaf down next, and then we'll put a couple of glue dots on the bottom and just tuck that underneath the label so that we don't put a couple of them here and make sure it holds, to make sure it doesn't move once we get it on there. All right, so, and then we're just going to kind of tuck this underneath the changing, just to give it a little bit of texture. And then another product that we have in this catalog, this is actually part of the, I think it's called Winter Nest set, but it's called Natural Tones Linen Thread, and it's really pretty. It comes in 3 different colors. I think it's Cajun Craze, Night of Navy, and I'm going to guess this is Garden Green by looking at it. It doesn't give us the colors on the front, and I did not think to look them up and write them down. But we're just going to make a double bow out of this Cajun Craze twine, which is really pretty. Let's see. We'll just cut this off. We always laugh whenever I have my card classes at our home. The people that typically come, they're not real fond of making bows, so I usually end up making a lot of bows while everybody's here, so we always kind of laugh. So a lot of times I'll have them already waiting whenever they get here. I need to get them to start doing it so that they can get used to doing them too, because once you kind of get the hang of it, it's really not that bad. It's just getting there. All right. And a lot of times it's just kind of repositioning it and tightening and just going back and forth with it until you get it the way you want it. So, okay. So on this one, I don't want it to be super pretty. I just want it to kind of look a little rustic so that it looks natural for what this would be. We'll put a glue dot on it. Whoops, I think I missed the glue dot. There we go. All right, and we're just going to tuck this in the corner. So this is kind of our card, which is kind of fun. And we will put some some embellishments on here. So these are the faux glass dots. And the colors that are in here are Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. And these are really pretty. They're kind of a little bit see-through, as you can tell by looking at them. But they go with this paper so well, and they're just beautiful. But they're also in this Autumn Expressions set. So we're going to use some of the ones that are the Cajun Craze to kind of go along with that. And I think in my example, did I use... No, I think I actually used some of the Mossy Meadow ones as well. But we'll just kind of put a few on here and see what we think. And you can always change it around. So, and then let's see. Let's kind of put a green one right here to go next to the green. That is just, I just love these. I think the colors in them are just beautiful. And you know, I heard someone say not too long ago, and I've tried to kind of start doing this a little more, because sometimes it's so easy to go, ooh, I don't want to use all my embellishments. But, you know, you might as well, because they look a whole lot better on your card than they do in the package. So, you know, use them up, enjoy them. You can always get another package. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so we kind of have these put together. So here is our card that we made today. So again, I'm going to be showing how to make one card every day for the next 5 days, starting today. And each morning after, I will send out an email that will give you the supplies and the measurements to make this card. So if you would like to receive that email, please go to my website at inkycreationsbylinda.com, and that's creations with a K, not with a C, because I'm not really sure what you'll get there, but make sure you go with the K, and then join my email list, and then you will get a recipe card to make this card. Here's some other samples that I did with this paper. And it's just so pretty. And on this one, it was so interesting because all this is a piece of designer series paper on a card base. And then I just stamped the Have a Perfectly Lovely Day. I did not do anything on the inside of this one. But on this one, I used the ribbon that also comes in this set. It is called Wild Wheat. Here it is. Wild Wheat Rustic... Yeah, they don't have the whole name on it, but it's Wild Wheat Rustic. But it's really pretty. And then I stamped the Grateful for You, and then I just fussy cut around the letters in the Wild Wheat. And then on the inside, I used a little bit more of the paper and stamped one of the Wild Wheat's emblems from the stamp set onto Wild Wheat cardstock with the same color ink. So it's kind of a tone on tone, but I just thought these came out so pretty. And then this is actually in the annual catalog. It is the 23 to 25 in color twine is what that is, or jute rope or something along that nature. But I will, if you have questions, feel free to shoot me an email or leave a comment, and I'll be happy to answer that. But those are what we have today. So let me explain again, in case you've just joined, what you will do. So between now and next Friday, if you place an order of $35 or more, you will get a card kit to make one of each of the cards that I'm going to show between now and Wednesday, whenever the catalog goes live. So if you place an order of $35 or more, you'll get a kit that gives you everything you need to make those 5 cards. If you want to place an order of $50 or more, you will also get 1 free pack of embellishments. And what I will do is, for anyone that places an order of $50 or more, I will send you an email and ask you which of the embellishments that I'm using that you would like. Today, we are using the faux glass dots. So if that's a package that you would like, if you place an order of $50 or more using this host code between now and next Friday, then you can get these embellishments added to your kit. So I hope you enjoyed. Hi, Anna. I just saw you. I appreciate you guys jumping on, even if you're late, because you can always watch the replay. But this is our card that we made today. And again, I just love this paper. It's so pretty. And in the words of my husband, why are you covering it up? So, but regardless, it gives us beautiful cards. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will be happy to get back with you. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And tomorrow we will be doing another autumn card, but then on Monday we will jump more into the Christmas and the seasonal stuff, celebrating that holiday. So we're excited about celebrating Christmas. And even though it's still almost 100 degrees outside, it's nice to at least feel like it's closer to fall by looking at fall colors. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.